Well, good afternoon to all pro wrestling fans of all shapes and sizes from all around the world. Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the YouTube Tube. I am your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So I wanted to get on here right quick just to go over a few things, just a few. So, gonna talk some Pro Wrestling Noah as the Noah Junior Grand Prix 2025 has reached its epic conclusion, and not only that, we know where the next step is with said winner of said tournament. So I'm going to talk about that. The New Japan World Tag League 2025 has already begun. I want to go over the current standings as matches from the A block and from the B block have happened. So going to go over the standings for that tournament as well. So, yeah. Should be good. Should be really good. Okay. Let's go ahead and look at the final standings of the Noah Junior Grand Prix 2025. So, for the semifinals, it came down to Hiromu Takahashi and Tadasuke. And it came down to Kai Fujimura and Hayata. Definitely went back and forth with Kai Fujimura and Hayata, but Kai Fujimura was able to pick up the victory and punch his ticket to the finals. And many may say that Kai Fujimura has been kind of on a Cinderella story in this tournament. I mean, defeated Junta Miyawaki, then defeated Shuji Kondo, and then defeated Hayata. You know, which that's quite a path. That is quite a path for Kai Fujimura to make it to the finals. Very impressive. Because I honestly did not expect him to make it to the finals. And then on the opposite side, Hiromu Takahashi versus Tadasuke was the semifinals, and despite Team 2000X trying to cheat their way, would not end up working out for them, as Hiromu was able to defeat Tadasuke to punch his ticket to the finals. And Hiromu Takahashi, who is the current GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion, who is a New Japan Pro Wrestling star, for his path, defeated Daiki Odashima in the first round, then defeated Ninja Mac in the quarterfinals, which was one of my favorite matches of this tournament, and then defeated Tadasuke to punch his ticket to the finals. So quite an interesting path for him. And even though Kai Fujimura put his best effort and came so close to defeating Hiromu Takahashi, came up just a little short, and it took a time bomb to put away Kai Fujimura. And Hiromu Takahashi, your GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion, ends up winning the Noah Junior Grand Prix 2025. So the ticking time bomb still continuing to make waves in Pro Wrestling Noah. So, being that the champion won this tournament, he reserves the right to pick an opponent to defend the title against. And we now know who that opponent will be, and not to mention, we know where it will be. So, the championship match will take place at the first Noah show of 2026, which is on New Year's Day, called Noah the New Year 2026. As a matter of fact, I went to this year's Noah the New Year show back in January, and once again, it will be at the Tokyo Nippon Budokan. Beautiful, beautiful venue. That was where this year's Noah the New Year was as well. So they'll be right back there to start off 2026. But Hiromu has called out his opponent, and we now know who will get a shot at the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship. And it just happens to be one of my favorite current junior wrestlers in Noah. That's right. Amakusa is Hiromu's pick for the Nippon Budokan Noah the New Year 2026 GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship on the line.
I'm not quite sure how to help you with that.
Okay, and that was random. Anyway, Hiromu Takahashi versus Amakusa for the GHC Junior Heavyweight Championship at the Tokyo Nippon Budokan. I'm looking so forward to this. Of course, Amakusa is a former, I believe, 2-time GHC Junior Heavyweight Champion. So, very excited for this match. They had a post-match promo after Hiromu won the tournament. They shook hands, and then Hiromu leveled Amakusa, taking him down with a clothesline. So, kind of a heelish move there. But hey, I'm all for it. Should be a great match, and I hope they do a good job of building up for that match come Noah the New Year. And I figured I might as well also mention we have 2 other championship matches scheduled for Noah the New Year. Check this one out. This one ought to be big. Of course, they are known well for being tag team partners, and they've been tag team champions together, but they will go at it for the GHC National Championship at Noah the New Year 2026. As the champion, Dragon Bane will defend against his partner, Alpha Wolf. Man, that should be really good. Honestly, if you ask me, I think it could go either way. I really think it could go either way. So, that should be an exciting match. And then, we also know who will have a shot at the GHC Heavyweight Championship, currently held by Yoshiki Inamura, who a while back dethroned Kenta. Surprisingly dethroned Kenta to win the title. He just came off of a successful defense against, many may say, the ace of Pro Wrestling Noah and Kaito Kiyomiya. Really hard fought battle, was able to retain, and he too has chosen his opponent for Noah the New Year, and it is none other than Ozawa, who is returning from injury, and he will have a chance to become GHC Heavyweight Champion again. So, this ought to be really interesting. Not a match I would have thought of, but hey, definitely really planning some good things for Noah the New Year 2026. Looking forward to it. I'm hoping Ninja Mac gets booked for that show as well. I think it'd be cool if he gets booked for that show. But those are the only 3 matches they have scheduled so far for Noah the New Year. I mean, they still got a lot of time to plan, so it should be good. Should be really good. Like I said, I went to Noah the New Year 2025, and that was a fun show. The Nippon Budokan, beautiful, beautiful venue. And yeah, I wish I could be there for this one, but won't be able to make it to this one. But it's all good. It's all good. Okay. Let's switch gears to New Japan Pro Wrestling. We're going to go over the current standings of the World Tag League 2025, which started November 20th, which was all Block A matches. And then just earlier, the 22nd, which is today, they did B Block matches. So let's go over the current standings after 2 days. All right, here we go. So starting with the A block. So we have 4 teams starting off with 0 points on 0-1 records. And they are, surprisingly, Bishamon, El Desperado Shuji Ishikawa, Yoda Tsuji and Gabe Kidd, and House of Torture's Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi. So, Yujiro Takahashi and Chase Owens, 0-1. Their loss was to the other House of Torture team in this block, which is Evil and Don Fale. So, kind of interesting that they went ahead and got that match out of the way. But, so yeah, they're off to a 0-1 start. You have Yoda Tsuji Gabe Kidd, which was the main event of the first night. They lost to the War Dragons of Shingo Takagi and Drilla Maloney. Hard-fought battle, really went back and forth, but Yoda Tsuji Gabe Kidd suffered a loss for their opening match. El Desperado Shuji Ishikawa, same thing. Opening loss to Toru Yano and Bolton Oleg. So, but I do have a feeling they're going to bounce back. And then another hard-fought battle as Bishamon opens up with a loss to Taichi and Satoshi Kojima. Was kind of surprising there. But that just goes to show you, in pro wrestling tournament season, anything can happen. So, those teams are 0-1, and the teams off to a good start at 1-0 are Taichi, Satoshi Kojima, Toru Yano, Bolton Oleg, the War Dragons, Shingo Takagi, Drilla Maloney, and House of Torture's Evil, Don Fale. So, of course, Evil and Don Fale, they defeated Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi. The War Dragons, which I truly feel might be the front runner to win the Block A. They're showing great chemistry together, Shingo and Drilla. Did a nice double team made in Japan finisher to pick up the victory. But yeah, together they're known as the War Dragons. And then Toru Yano, Bolton Oleg, which they defeated El Desperado Shuji Ishikawa. They've teamed up before, so they got a decent bit of experience teaming together. So that can be an advantage for them. And then Satoshi Kojima, Taichi defeating Bishamon. I mean, that was pretty big. That's a pretty big way to start off the tournament with an upset victory over Bishamon, who's won this tournament so many times. But yeah, so you got 4 teams with 0 points, 4 teams with 2 points. But yeah, let's take a look at the B block. So for the B block, your losing teams, starting off 0-1, are Hiroshi Tanahashi, El Phantasmo, the current IWGP Tag Team Champions, the Knockout Brothers, Yuto, Ice, and Oscar, United Empire, that's Great-O-Khan, Callum Newman, and House of Torture, Ren Narita Sonata. And then your winning teams, starting off 1-0, 2 points, are Shota Umino, Yuya Uemura, David Finlay, Hiromu Takahashi, TMDK, that's Zack Sabre Jr., Ryohei Oiwa, and Monster Sauce of Lance Archer, Alex Zane. Monster Sauce getting a big victory over House of Torture's Ren Narita and Sonata, so great start for them. Good to see they're back together. TMDK's Ryohei Oiwa and Zack Sabre Jr. was able to get the victory over United Empires, Callum Newman and Great Okan. Shota Umino, Yuya Uemura with a big victory over Hiroshi Tanahashi, El Phantasmo. That was pretty big. And in the main event, a big upset victory of Hiromu Takahashi and David Finlay, which he kind of trolled Hiromu after the match, was able to get the victory over the Knockout Brothers. So, who knows? Maybe that could eventually lead to a tag title shot for them. Well, yeah, that was big. That was really big. But like I said, the tournament just started. They've already gotten 2 days in, so there's still a lot of tournament left. But let's see when our next matches are. So, let's see. Today's the 22nd. Let's look at the A block. Okay. So, next set of matches for the A block looks like to be on November 24th. That's on a Monday. Let's see what we got. Taichi Satoshi Kojima versus Toriano Bolton Oleg. Okay. That could go either way. Let's see. We got we got the War Dragons, Shingo Takagi versus and Drilla Maloney versus El Desperado Shuji Ishikawa. That should be good. That should be really good. House of Tortures, Evil and Don Fale versus Yoda Gabe Kidd. Oh man, I really hope Yoda Gabe Kidd can get that victory. They need it badly. And then House of Tortures, Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi will take on Hiroshi Tanahashi and El Phantasmo. So those are some interesting matchups for the 24th. Yeah, those should be good. And then, let's see, Block B looks like their next matches are on November 25th. That's Tuesday. So, let's see. We got her. Oh, wait a minute. My mistake. It's Bishamon, Hiroki Goto, and Yoshihashi versus House of Tortures, Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi. My mistake there. I was like, wait a minute, I knew something was off. So that's Bishamon's next match, is against House of Tortures, Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi. For Block B, for Hiroshi Tanahashi, El Phantasmo, their next match is against David Finlay, Hiromu Takahashi, which that ought to be interesting. Let's see. TMDK's Zack Sabre Jr. and Ryohei Oiwa will take on Shota Umino, Yuya Uemura. That should be really good. That should be a really good match. Let's see. House of Tortures, Ren Narita and Sonata will take on the Knockout Brothers, Yuto Ice Oscar, the current tag champs. And let's see. And then Monster Sauce will take on United Empire. Okay, got some interesting matches for Monday and Tuesday. Block A matches on Monday. Block B matches on Tuesday. So, yeah, should be good. Should be really good. You know, with how things are going, like I said, it's still early. But just looking at the blocks, you know, for Block A, I definitely could see the War Dragons being a favorite to win the block. Or at least to finish, you know, the top seed. Because it's a top two teams advance. I'm thinking, just for now, I'm thinking maybe War Dragons, and I would like to see the War Dragons and Bishamon be the top two, but don't sleep on Toriano Bolton Oleg. You know, I wouldn't sleep on them. But as long as House of Torture doesn't make it, both of those teams get eliminated, I'll be happy. But I would love to see Bishamon and the War Dragons make it out of the A block. Now for the B block, this one's a little bit tougher. I would love to see Monster Sauce be a team that advances to the semis. Everybody else is kind of up in the air. I mean, I'm not even so sure the Knockout Brothers will make it to the semis, but they probably will be booked strong considering they're the tag champs. But, I mean, who knows? Maybe Finlay and Hiromu might even make it to the semis, as crazy as that sounds. But I would like to see at least Monster Sauce be one of those teams that makes it to the semis. But it's hard to really say for now because it is still early. It's still early. But I'm definitely looking forward to seeing how this plays out, for sure. So, yeah, should be good. Let's see, a couple of other things as well. As soon as Mika Iwata's 10th anniversary show goes up on Wrestle Universe, it's going to be on demand. They didn't live stream it. As soon as that goes up on Wrestle Universe on demand, I do plan on watching that, and I will review that. So, definitely going to do that. Let's see. Also, we're finally going to get Sari Yamaoka versus Senka Akatsuki one-on-one, and it will be at the very last Marvelous show for this year, which will take place December 28th. So, definitely looking forward to that. That match is finally going to happen. Looking so forward to that. Also, Jungle Kiona did have her exhibition match against Saya Ida. Saya Ida did end up winning, but Jungle Kiona did vow that not only would they meet again, but it would be over a singles title. I don't know what that's entailing, but you never know. You never know. I honestly thought that Jungle Kiona was going to be, bound for the Flower Fields, but I mean, anything can happen. Anything can happen. So I'm just looking forward to seeing her back full time in the ring. That's really what I'm looking forward to seeing, is her come back full time in the ring. But, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I mean, I've met Jungle Kiona multiple times. I've seen her wrestle live multiple times, thanks to DPW. So, I'm definitely looking forward to when she returns full time. Whenever that may be. Just gotta wait patiently, that's all. Other than that, I know they're starting to put together the card for ROH Final Battle. Once that gets shaping up, looking forward to do a preview of that. Preview of No of the New Year when they have that all penciled in. And, of course, tonight is AEW Full Gear. So, quite a decent bit to look forward to this weekend. But yeah, it's a great time to be a pro wrestling fan, that's for sure. Oh, another piece of news that happened. I gotta mention this, because this is actually, this could be big. This could be really big. So yeah, I wanna mention this. So, check this out. According to a post by Mirror Wrestling, so Kyushu Pro Wrestling, okay? Kyushu Pro Wrestling, which, yeah, let me pull up the info right quick. Kyushu Pro Wrestling. Let's see. So it is a promotion. It's a pretty. I mean, it's been around since 2027. Not 2027. 2007. Kyushu Pro Wrestling, which is based in Fukuoka, Japan. Established in 2007. And it's owned by Ryota Chikuzen. And they just announced a partnership with Sendai Girls. So, it'll be known as, so it's going to be establishing its own women's division called Kyujo, which is in partnership with Sendai Girls. So Kyushu Pro Wrestling will have a women's division now, thanks to a partnership with Sendai Girls Wrestling. And according to the post, it says, this project aims to develop female wrestlers who can soar from Kyushu to the world. With Meiko Satomura as the supervisor and Tajiri, that's right, Yoshihiro Tajiri, providing in-ring guidance, there's going to be 2 auditions held on December 20th at the Kyushu Pro Wrestling Dojo. One for new female talent, high school age and up, and one for girls that are under 15 years old. Wow, that's interesting. That is interesting. So, I'm very curious to see how that goes. I'm curious to see how that goes. It's quite an interesting partnership. But, I mean, hey, we'll see how it goes. I mean, I don't know that much about Kyushu Pro Wrestling, so I really can't say much. But, I mean, partnering up with Sendai Girls to establish its women's division doesn't seem like a bad idea. It's just my whole thing is for Sendai Girls, I hope they continue to grow their roster, because their roster is not big. Let's keep it real. Their roster is not big. And if they have any hopes of selling out a show at the Yokohama Budokan, they need a bigger roster. They need a bigger roster, or else they're going to have to partner up with some other promotions to pull it off. That's really the only way I could see them doing it. I mean, it's not impossible, but it's not going to be easy. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's pretty much all that I got for this video. Like I said, I didn't have a whole lot. Just wanted to cover a few things. But let me know what y'all's thoughts are. How do y'all feel about Hiromu Takahashi winning the Noah Junior Grand Prix 2025, especially as the champion? And how do you feel about him nominating Amakusa as the opponent for the New Year 2026? Let me know your thoughts and predictions on the World Tag League 2025. What do you think of the matches so far? Who do you think will make it to the semis? Who do you think will win the whole thing? Let me know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, my name is Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video and our live stream. Peace.